This is Michael Shenfield. He's the agent selling this greenhouse here in what used to be known as the St. Ben's neighborhood. Now
yes, now North Center, Bell School District.
Sure. And tell me a little bit about it, Michael. It looks like an older house. It fits into the neighborhood here, but it's brand new.
It's actually brand new construction. The hardy board on the outside is actually a cement fiber board. Very well insulated house for that reason. Also has these great rain chain gutters instead of seeing large copper gutters that come all the way down.
All right, so we come into this nice little foyer, and then here on the first floor we see a really open floor plan, but you've sort of pointed out it's not that open, right?
No, actually it's the little big house theory. Nate Kipnis, an Evanston architect, came up with this house in order to build a larger house with smaller rooms for the eco-friendly factor of being...
Smaller rooms do what?
Well, it keeps you so that you can actually separate out, like on this floor you actually have 3 zones of heating and air conditioning. The first zone is in this front room up here, which is actually the living room. However, it could also be a dining room. Somebody really wanted a larger formal dining room. And in fact, my clients had the thought that being here for a long time, that they would have actually made this into a master suite at some point if they couldn't do all the stairs.
Oh, really?
They can connect it with the bathroom over here, which actually is plumbed already for a full shower.
And then we've got, these are bamboo floors, right?
Yes, there are architectural bamboo floors throughout the whole first floor here and also in the hallway upstairs.
And we're going a little bit out of order, but let's talk about these gaps here. Tell me what these do.
What that is it's called a solar chimney. And the solar chimney actually draws the warm air from the first floor up through the house in the summer months and actually brings it to the whole house fan or through the door to the green roof.
So we've got 2 in the dining room.
We've got 2 here. It also will help with the heating of the house. It'll bring the radiant heat floors that we're standing on, actually that radiant heat up through the house as well, so you don't have all this closed off separate levels of heating and air conditioning. As you walk into the main kitchen area of the house, you're going to see to the left over here that there's actually a fireplace. It is a gas starting wood-burning fireplace. And what it does is it helps actually heat the whole house when it's running through the solar chimneys, through the open staircase, and just being positioned in the center of this floor. It also is a nice gathering place for people to come.
Oh yeah, well I like the benches around the edges so that my kids could be doing homework while
and that's
we're cooking over here, right?
That's exactly why they did it. And then in the kitchen here, you're going to see a couple nice things. First of all, the glass block backsplash actually brings light in. Also will bring some warmth in. There's concrete countertops, which are very eco-friendly.
And we've got to point this out. We'll miss you.
Yes, so my client actually built this dream house of theirs, and within about 3 months after they moved in, moved out for a job transfer.
Job transfer, that's too bad. Concrete countertops.
Yes, concrete countertops.
Alder cabinets? Is that
alder cabinets, which is a nice, it's a different wood, it's a nice wood to use, it's something a lot different that's out there. As you'll see, you step down to a nice sized family room on the first level here. One of the nice features of this is that you actually have a little bit of a mud room over there as you walk in. Again, radiant heat floors down there. And then also,
mud room, but also a lot of daylight.
Yeah, tons of daylight. The windows were used very efficiently to heat the house and also just to give you a nice cross ventilation. Same with these French doors that open up to the backyard.
Yeah. And these nice barn doors on the garage are kind of fun.
Yeah, the barn doors were recycled from a farm in Wisconsin that my client had found and mainly put on there so you could open it up and use it for parties and just really enjoy the backyard. And as you come up to the second level, you'll notice here is again the open floor plan. These solar chimneys actually end here. They come up through here.
These are the gaps we were looking up the bottom of before.
Exactly. And then this is an open den area. It was set up to actually have 3 different computer areas or whatnot for my clients. However, what's nice about that is again that open trellis area downstairs allows the sunlight to come in from the outside and warm the space up. In fact, in June, the sun comes to about here.
Yeah.
And then by the time that you're in the middle of the year, like December or so, your sun is coming to about here.
Oh, that's great.
So it's very strategically placed for the efficiency of heating.
Oh, that's terrific. And I like this sort of a study up here, a common area.
Yeah.
Floor.
In most houses, they would have probably squeezed another bedroom up here.
Yeah.
But it's actually really nice for them to have a communal family gathering area in between the split floor plan.
Yeah. Well, the other thing it does is it separates the kids even further from the
Exactly.
adults. Right? This is a place for me to hang out before I go bug my parents.
They installed transoms in all the rooms. What we used to do a long time ago in all of our houses was for airflow, we'd put transoms in.
Right.
Well, unfortunately, years back, they took it away for the privacy factor. So what this house actually did was they put in these transoms up here, which actually will allow for air to flow through the house even with full privacy of having the doors closed.
And then we've also got a door here.
They did a Juliet balcony, a larger area that will actually open for airflow to come through. Again, hence the transom to get the air out of this room and kind of go through the whole floor.
And this row of windows does a great job of bringing in
that sunlight effect so that it heats up that house, and also so you don't have to use so many lights in the house during the day.
Right.
Now you're coming onto the green roof, which is one of the more eco-friendly parts of the house. What you're looking at here is actually 10 different species of sedum. Sedum is a perennial that actually re-roots itself, very hardy, drought resistant. In fact, they do have up here a little water spigot in case you did have to water them, but that would be for anything that would go over 30 to 45 days without any water.
And they'll thicken up in the next few years.
They'll actually thicken up, and because they're re-rooting, as they break off or pieces, they actually just keep planting themselves and keep growing.
That's great.
What it does is actually cuts tremendously down on the amount of water that's brought into our drainage system, and also it insulates the roof for the summer. It actually brings your roof temperature down about 90 degrees, and in the winter it actually insulates it so you don't have to heat the house as much.
And then behind you?
Behind me, these large things are actually, they're called solar thermal collectors. And what they are is they're almost like a radiator working backwards. It's got an antifreeze, an eco-friendly antifreeze, and water running through them, heating up, bringing that water down to a storage tank in the basement, which is then used for the hot water of the house and to heat the radiant floors throughout the house.